I saw he was focused. He was focused.
Sometimes we're not ourselves. There's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. And I'll take some time, but I'll be alright. We're moving on. We're moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on.
Just one, two. Just one, two.
We're ready. Just started when it's 7 o'clock.
Family and friends, we'd like to welcome each and every one of you here to Central Valley High School, congratulating the class of 2023. We will begin in just a few moments. We'd like to get everyone to please be seated. Our graduating class will be making their way through right now. If we can have everyone please make their way to their seats, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
rise for the presentation of colors by American Legion, Post 491. After it concludes, please remain standing for the national anthem. Please be seated. Good evening, everyone. I am Casey Giovannoni, the principal of Central Valley High School. I'm pleased to welcome you to tonight's ceremony. Before I proceed any further, I want to thank Alexis Andrade for that wonderful rendition of the national anthem. At this time, I would like to recognize some of our distinguished guests. They are Ceres Unified School Board of Trustees President Lourdes Perez, Clerk Hugo Molina, and members Brian Delaporte, Cynthia Ruiz, Faye Lane, and Valley White. Additionally, representing Ceres Unified School District is Superintendent Dr. Denise Wickham. Deputy Superintendent, Educational Services, Dr. Amy Peterman. And Assistant Superintendent, Student Support Services, Dan Pangrazio. To begin our program tonight, we have Senior Class President, Malika Zhu.
Thank you so much, Mr. Giovannoni. But most importantly, thank you so much, students, teachers, parents, and CV faculty for joining us here today. But first, I think we should take a selfie. Super cute. Thank you, seniors. My name is Malika Zhu, and I'm extremely honored to be speaking on behalf of Central Valley's class of 2023 as your senior class president. I'd like to take a moment of gratitude for all the family and friends sitting here today. I know many of our parents took time off work, flew in from out of state, and even the country. Your parents walked your kindergartners into the gates of elementary school to sitting before us today, ready to graduate. The feeling must be surreal for every one of us. This moment in time would not be possible without our amazing CV faculty. Jay and all of the custodians make our campus the most beautiful campus there is. And Miss Candiel and Miss Hernandez making small talk conversations with us. And our famous kindness king, Mr. Michelson, will forever have our hearts. If I could say one thing about our CV staff, they're certainly proud to be Hawks. Although we have spent the last 4 years together in class and 12 years in total from K-12 school, we have all taken different paths to get to the moment where we are today. I cannot put into words how grateful I am for an education. Coming from a family of immigrants, my grandparents and parents have sacrificed their entire lives in a small province in China to get to where I am today. From having no running water in their village to taking all that they know to a foreign country in which this is all I know. To be blessed is an understatement. I went from doing my homework as a little Asian kid in the back of my family's restaurant to be able to stand before you today and deliver this speech. Without my mom and dad, motivating me today to continue my education and to build my future, I wouldn't be half the person I am today. However, I'm just one person speaking about the many stories, as many of our seniors today have similar stories on minority families letting go of their lives in their home country for the future generation. Docha mama, docha yaya, docha mami, docha tati. This graduation is the fruit of our family sacrifices. Our class has experienced growing up on the playground, school field trips, late cold nights supporting our sporting events, and wrapping up our senior year. We can all agree that our high school years included stress, hardships, failed relationships, but always the times we'll remember forever. We were once lost freshmen whose year was cut short due to COVID and lived during a global pandemic by making whipped coffees and sleeping during our Zoom sessions. When we came back, my leadership advisor, Mr. Merchant, gave us the task of rebuilding campus culture. And we haven't been in a classroom physically for over a year since our freshman year. I love when our school comes together during crosstown under the night lights, or before a test when we all get in our little study groups and cram information, which is something you shouldn't do, as Mr. Fred has always advised us all. I'll miss saying, "Hey girlfriend" to Ms. Gams every single day, and bothering her to the point where we have to leave, or calling Miss Ramirez and Miss Ashley their full government names in Hawks Nest. But something I think we all won't miss is the stress of finals. However, we're sitting today in unison, caps and gowns, and together for one last time. One of my favorite sayings is to evolve or repeat. The choice is yours. I hope the class of 2023 knows that no dream is too small and being realistic is not an option. Being realistic about an idea you have is not an option. Leaving high school, society will try to tell you what to do and what not to do. However, things turn out the best for the people who make the best out of the way things turn out. Looking around in the crowd of students ready to enter the new chapter of our lives, taking the moment that this is not our final goodbye, but just the start of something new. I don't claim to know every student personally. I don't claim to know what you have been through to sit in these seats in front of me today. But I do know one thing. Our class will always be the class of resilience and hard work. My advice is don't fear the future and don't fear the unknown. Class of 2023, we've been there, and now we've officially done that. And remember to always stay fly, Hawks. It's just our time to soar now. Thank you. I'd like to introduce our next speech, which is by Angie Medrano.
Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2023. My name is Angie Medrano, and it is my honor to be speaking to you all on this very special day. We grew up with the year 2023 engraved into our heads, the year it would all come to an end. Since elementary, all we ever wished was to grow up. We wish we could be a cool high schooler who could finally drive, be independent, and live the high school musical dream. Finally, in 2019, that dream came true. We had officially started high school. We experienced our first crosstown homecoming and began building the friendships that would soon last us a lifetime. Then came the infamous 2-week break in March of 2020. We were all so excited. 2 weeks off of school, what could possibly go wrong, right? We started following the latest social media trends, watching TikToks, 10-minute workout videos on YouTube, and even learning how to make whipped coffee. Little did we know we wouldn't be back until 2021. And boom, just like that, we came back to high school as upperclassmen. These past 4 years have been a roller coaster of emotions for us all. We have all truly been able to discover who we are as individuals. At Central Valley, we didn't just learn basic math skills or U.S. history. We were able to learn a lot about ourselves and who we want to be moving forward. We were exposed to different cultures, and thanks to Central Valley, I have felt as connected to my culture as ever before. There's not many schools where you get to watch folklorico performances at lunch or even have your own Bungada school dance team. High school really isn't all about textbooks and school. It's about the beginning of our growth that will continue forever. I would like to take a moment to thank all the people that have guided us to reach this accomplishment. To the faculty at CV, thank you for always being so supportive and paving the way to success. On behalf of all of our senior class, thank you to Ms. Meisner and Ms. Parrish for guiding us throughout our whole senior year and the college process. And a big shout out to Mr. Merchant on your commitment to creating our campus culture. Your hard work, dedication, and kindness has truly made an impact on each and every one of us. We know this is a bittersweet moment for everyone, but I am confident that what the families and friends here are supporting your graduates is more than enough to guide us into the real world. Y para mi familia, ¡sorpresa! Sé que no les dije que iba a estar dando este discurso hoy, pero les quiero decir que los quiero mucho. Gracias por amarme, apoyarme y nunca rendirme. I love you guys. We have built so many memories over the years, some which we might forget, but luckily we'll have Snapchat memories to remind us of those good times. We share laughter, smiles, and even tears with the people around us today. And as we all go our separate ways, it's important for us to not see this as the end, but as a new beginning. As Taylor Swift once said, the scary news is you're on your own now. But the cool news is you're on your own now. It's time we take control and write a new chapter in our lives. The future is ours, and I can't wait to see all the amazing things Central Valley's class of 2023 will accomplish. Thank you. I would now like to introduce our first valedictorian of the night, Michelle Soto.
¿Cómo están todos? Me encanta su energía. Queridos familiares, padres y abuelitos, maestros, administradores, amigos y estudiantes de la clase de 2023. Quiero empezar agradeciendo a la razón más grande de todos mis éxitos, mis padres, desde Los Cuchis y Apatzingán, Michoacán. Mi papá, el hombre que me enseñó que el trabajo duro valdrá la pena, trabajando día y noche para sus 5 hijos, lo admiro mucho y que no se te olvide que siempre seré tu chiquiadita. Y mi mami, que ha hecho sacrificios incalculables para darme una mejor vida. Gracias por siempre cuidarme y por ser mi mejor amiga. Como muchos estudiantes esta noche, mis padres solo pudieron obtener una educación secundaria en México y he visto de primera mano los desafíos de no tener una educación. Por lo cual, como estudiantes, usamos todas estas adversidades como motivadores para nosotros. El don de una fuerte ética de trabajo, el don de la resiliencia y la voluntad de triunfar. Como mis padres siempre me dicen, no te juntes con lobos que te enseñan a aullar, mejor júntate con las estrellas que te enseñarán a brillar. Gracias a estas estrellas, me estoy graduando como una mujer mexicana empoderada de primera generación. Where my first gens at? He recibido 2 becas completas para la Universidad de Columbia, Nueva York, y terminé este año con un promedio de calificaciones de 5.0. Estar aquí esta noche, a punto de cruzar el escenario, no ha sido fácil, y sé que muchos de nosotros hemos tenido momentos de desesperanza, una combinación de buenas y malas experiencias, momentos de tristeza, pero también momentos de risa y alegría, y también estudio de última hora para el examen que todos olvidamos. Lo importante ahora es que estamos aquí para celebrar nuestros triunfos, nuestros logros, nuestras victorias y el viaje en el que todos hemos embarcado hacia nuestros futuros destinos. Quiero reconocer el valor y la determinación de cada uno de ustedes. Sé que muchos de nosotros hemos tenido que aprender un nuevo idioma, adaptarnos a una cultura diferente y luchar contra los estereotipos que se nos han impuesto. Pero aquí estamos, graduándonos juntos y demostrando al mundo que somos capaces de lograr lo que nos proponemos. Cada fracaso es un paso más cerca al éxito y nadie tiene el poder de destruir tus sueños a menos de que tú lo permitas. Entonces, clase de 2023, para aquellos que se quedarán cerca de casa o se irán al otro lado del país, les deseo la mejor de las suertes y buenos deseos para todos. Recuerden siempre de dónde vienen y recuerden siempre a dónde van. Muchísimas gracias y felicitaciones, clase de 2023. Now I would like to welcome my valedictorian twin, Alicia Silva.
Hello and good evening, everyone, faculty, family, friends, and class of 2020 go. After all, we did not come this far just to come this far, nor did our loved ones. We all have special individuals in our lives who have assisted us throughout our journey to today's milestone. Whomever it was or is deserves to be acknowledged, so do not forget that a simple thank you goes a long way. At this time, I would like to thank those who have helped me reach this long-awaited moment and who will, God willing, be a part of my journey to the next milestone. Foremost, thank you, God. The blessings you have bestowed upon my life have allowed me to be here today. Mom, thank you for instilling the importance of education in me. In doing so, I have learned that knowledge is indeed power. To my dad, thank you for always having confidence in me, even when I did not have it in myself. Anna, Thank you for constantly reminding me that every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day. To my Momo, thank you for being my best friend, which also meant being my personal chauffeur for years. Grandpa, thank you for always expressing how proud of me you were. To my younger siblings, I hope to have been and continue to be a role model for you and a representation that hard work and perseverance in life does get you somewhere. And last but certainly not least, I would like to thank myself. While to some, thanking myself may sound selfish, I respectfully disagree and instead believe that all of today's graduates would do the same. It is us who have spent years waking up early, especially those with zero period, and us who have spent countless nights studying for tests because we all procrastinate. It is us, well, at least those who drive, who have endured the unnecessary traffic in the student parking lot each day after school. And do not get me started on the bad drivers either. I want to leave you all with a few words this evening. To become the 1% in life many of us strive to achieve as a future milestone, you must do the other 99% too. But in doing so, remember to always stay humble and kind, as your energy is your greatest currency. So faculty, family, and friends, thank you for your time. And to the class of 2023, I wish you all the best in your endeavors, as greatness is what we are all on the brink of. Thank you.
Once again, good evening, students, families, friends, community members, and staff. It is my honor to stand before you tonight to recognize the Central Valley High School graduating class of 2023. Gathered before us today are 469 young adults. Each of them has their own story, their own struggles, their own triumphs. Tonight, June 1st, 2023, marks the conclusion of a journey in education that most of them began 13 years ago. Back then, they were merely children. They had different interests, different abilities, and different ways of thinking. Many of them lived in different homes when they were in preschool and kindergarten. Some lived in different towns or counties, some even in different states. A number of them even began their education in other countries: Mexico, El Salvador, Guatemala, Nicaragua, India, Peru, Honduras, Ukraine, and Yemen, to name only a few. During these 13 years, each and every one of them experienced so very much. They made friends and lost friends. They received their driving licenses and their first cars. They landed jobs and earned their first paychecks. They celebrated sweet 16s and quinceañeras. They found new interests, they found new adventures, and in many ways, they found themselves. During this 13-year odyssey, they left behind elementary schools and junior high schools, and soon, they leave behind Central Valley High School. My speech tonight would be lacking if I did not acknowledge the COVID-19 pandemic. The class of 2023 was adversely impacted by the pandemic as much as any other class, if not more. Their freshman year was, in certain ways, incomplete. Before the school year concluded, schools throughout the nation closed to in-person learning. Ceres Unified Schools were no different. The students before you completed their course of study for the remainder of their freshman year and for most of their sophomore year via distance learning. They studied on their own from the confines of their bedrooms and living rooms. And though our teachers and district staff worked long hours to meet the needs of our students during this unprecedented time, what was offered through Zoom could not possibly substitute for in-person learning. Academic education was not all that these students lost during their freshman and sophomore years. Students grow up in schools, physically, mentally, emotionally, and socially. Due to the lack of exposure to their peers, their social maturation was put on hold. Opportunities for physical improvement via athletics, dance, and weight training were halted. Growth and leadership through sports, clubs, and academic ventures were ceased. Fortunately, the pandemic eventually came to an end, and these students were able to return to a normal school setting during their junior year. But there was a lingering question: would these students be as academically successful, as socially mature, and as competitive as their peers that advanced to the public school setting before COVID-19? After all, the class of 2023 had missed in-person learning for a considerable amount of time. When I look at these 469 young adults before me, I see no difference between them and their predecessors. I see intelligence, I see accomplishments, I see bright futures. I see leaders, I see workers, and I see success stories. I see college, military, trade schools, and the workforce. I see nurses, teachers, soldiers, lawyers, truck drivers, electricians, accountants, police officers, business owners, and salesmen and women. I see nothing less than I've seen before. In fact, I think I see more. To overcome the implications of the COVID-19 pandemic in their education, these students had to fight. They had to grind, to try, to stumble and fall and get back up again. And they did so until they were successful. In many ways, this may have been their greatest lesson. The understanding that when faced with adversity, when one tries and tries and tries again and keeps on trying, one will eventually achieve one's desired result. After all, we do not grow from comfort, we grow from discomfort. The hardest of times are the times that mold us, that shape us into better versions of ourselves. Through grit, determination, perseverance, and a stubborn refusal to quit, these 469 students are all a collective success story. With over a full year removed from in-person learning, they crossed the same finish line as those before them who did not have to consider a worldwide pandemic. Not only did they cross the proverbial finish line, they did so with flying colors. Check out these facts. 9% of these students earned a cumulative high school grade point average of 4.0 or higher. 11% of these students earned the California State Seal of Biliteracy. 83% of these students will be attending college next year. 35% of which will be headed to four-year colleges, while 48% will be headed to two-year colleges. And 13% of these students will be joining the workforce, while 8 individual students will be joining the military, and another 8 have been accepted into trade schools. Talk about excellence. The numbers don't lie. These 469 students here tonight are all winners. The 13 years these students spent in schools changed them. They are smarter now, brighter, wiser. They are able to build, to reason, to deduce, to prove. They can problem solve. They can think creatively. They are now ready to move beyond the K-12 setting. They have met the requirements demanded by the state of California for a high school diploma. They have proved their merit through rigorous courses of study in English, math, PE, science, and social studies. They challenge themselves in ag, art, English language development, music, Portuguese, Spanish, and technology courses. And now tonight, they move beyond a great milestone in their lives. They move beyond primary and secondary education. Before them lies a vast world. Scary, yes, but full of opportunity and potential. Where they go from here is entirely up to them. Their whole lives, they have been guided through a system that our country offers to our youth, but now they have come to an end of that system. And now they begin a new path, one that they decide on their own. And thus they close a chapter in their lives, but ahead lies another and potentially greater chapter. I look at them with admiration and respect. The world can be a tough place, but I don't worry for them. I'm confident that they will make it through all right. The best advice I can give to them is that the world is what they choose to make of it. And if they get knocked down, just get back up. I wish you all the very best, and congratulations on your success. It's a sunburn, but okay. All right, at this time, I would like to introduce the Superintendent of Ceres Unified School District, Dr. Denise Wickham, for the presentation of the class of 2023.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this momentous occasion. It is my honor to congratulate the students, the parents, and the staff of Central Valley High School. On behalf of the Ceres Unified School District, I certify that this graduating class has met the district and state requirements for graduation. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to present to the Board of Trustees the 2023 graduating class of Central Valley High School for the awarding of the diplomas. I would now like to invite Board President Lourdes Perez. You're welcome. Thank you.
Dear graduation class of 2023, on behalf of the Ceres Unified School Board of Trustees, I want to express my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you on this momentous occasion of your high school graduation. Today, we gather here to celebrate not only your academic accomplishments, but also the incredible individuals you have become. Over the past 4 years, you have shown determination, resilience, and remarkable spirit of growth. As you prepare to embark on the next chapter of your lives, remember that graduation is not an endpoint, but a new beginning. I would also like to extend my gratitude to the teachers, staff, and families who have supported you along the way. Take a moment to thank them for their support and cherish the memories you have created together. I want to again express how proud we are of your accomplishments. Congratulations. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Ceres Unified School District, we are proud to accept the graduates of the 2023 class of Central Valley High School for the awarding of diplomas.
Okay, we will commence with the awarding of diplomas at this time.
Sí, lo agarro.
Vanessa Mendoza.
Nicolás Hugo Gil.
Alisa María Amador.
Yatsira González.
Alison Na Bain.
Liana Marie Guzmán.
Raúl Sarabia Zavala.
Jasnur Kaur Dhaliwal.
Alondra Robles.
Nitisha Singh.
Bella Carrera.
Lucía Bernal.
Bella Grace Dauhung.
Micaela Isabel Martínez.
Yukari Anaí Mendoza.
Ángel Omar González.
Diana Villa Castro.
Kevin Cervantes Cervantes.
Jesús Abel Hernández.
Enrique Lepe.
Cristian Villegas.
Jake Olsen.
Delia Sara Rangel.
Carlos Alberto Íñiguez.
Michaela Evangeline Dennison.
Carol Suset Durán.
Angélica Medrano Fregoso.
Michelle Soto.
Alicia Ann Silva.
Malika Su.
Giovanna Vianney Cortez.
Karan Singh Arwal.
Hernani Da Silva Espinola.
Marisa Amezcua.
Memo Bush.
Briseida Julisa de la Torre.
Kaylee Marie Almanza.
Yesenia Elizabeth Valenzuela.
Samantha Citlali Perez Mendez.
Daniela Torres Arevalo.
Isabel Rose Zamora.
Prakash Singh.
Jessica Sanchez.
Shivraj Singh Jones.
Dylan William Brush.
Alexandra Godínez Espinosa.
Gabriel Dávila Sánchez.
Alma Isabel Cázares.
Xavier Alejandro Valencia.
Yareli García.
Michelle Salazar.
Astrid Brizuela Ramos.
Delia Vidal.
Oswaldo de la Torre.
Alexa Marie Ibarra.
Carolina Castillo Castillo.
Marlene Jasmine Jaques.
Lisbeth Evelyn Cano.
Myraquel Arcega González.
Alexis Giovanni Andrade.
Davida Medlin.
Jasmine James Espinosa.
Mónica Lileni Alonso Vargas.
Abigail Patricia Torres Trujillo.
Joseph Brian Acevedo.
Antonio Baladeo Fernández.
Natasha Nicole Ramirez.
Brian Vergara Murillo.
Denise Quetzali Coro.
Benjamín Alcázar.
Mariah Angelia Madeline Badillo.
Michelle Mary Tran.
Gabriela Aurora Converse.
César Ricardo Mesa Gutiérrez.
Evelyn Hernández Álvarez.
Oscar Cacique.
Anthony Malagon.
Richard Loza Barrera.
Jennifer Arellanos Ábalos.
Lisbeth Saraí Fernández.
Adán Manuel García.
Leslie Janet Armas.
Luis David Muñoz.
Alexa Jaylin Vega.
José Luis Flores.
Elijah Jackson.
Adam Ramírez.
Nahani Aileen Rodríguez Mendoza.
Ricardo Eloy Bugarín.
Yutsiri Abigail Rubio.
Ethan Dasniel Jiménez.
Yaritza Durán Ochoa.
Jojo Rocha.
Diego Francisco Fernández.
Guadalupe Dávila Ramírez.
Rocky Monri Knights Lozano.
Stacy Roberta Campos.
Evan Jared Leak.
Angélica Monique Espinosa.
Timothy Cassius Apollo White.
Maya Citlali Science Castellanos.
Dalen Darabud Chup.
Xavier Andre Simonson.
Sonia Brina Cajon.
Jessica Ramos Guzmán.
Kimberly Marie Torres.
Victoria Selena Virrueta.
Valeria Patricia Fregoso Zamora.
María Guadalupe Lozano.
Hannah Kulani Rourke.
Natalie Vidrio Barragán.
Karime Marie Torres.
Viviana Cordova.
Giselle Pérez Chávez.
Evelyn Maribel Cornejo Acosta.
Margarita Sandoval.
Manveer Singh.
Jesús Alberto Vázquez Reyes.
Gavanpreet Singh Cooner.
Juan Gutiérrez Pérez.
Evelyn Yaxiri Murguía Hernández.
Flavio Roosevelt Peralta Villanueva.
José Alberto Mendoza Rentería.
Santos Manuel Valenzuela.
Josué Manuel Padilla.
Aisea Lucio Carrillo.
Oscar de la Torre.
Abel Telles de la Torre.
Yasmín Peregrina.
Fernando García.
Vanessa Chávez.
Carlos Palafox.
Jenny María Villa Cortés.
Daniel Natán Cárdenas.
Ana Jocelyn Clavel Salinas.
Inmer Antonio Mejía.
Karina Lisette López.
Diego Alessandro Gudino.
Michelle Guadalupe Tapia Hernández.
Kevin Daniel Reyes.
Janessa Medina Ochoa.
Axel Maldonado Soto. Juan Diego González.
Alyssa Leilani Chagoya.
Francisco Morales Villa.
Alexi Natalie Alvarez.
Alejandro de la Rosa Jr.
Pravir Gill.
Benjamín Cerrillos.
Jenny Saraí Flores Chávez.
Félix Gabriel Arellano.
Juan Ochoa Maldonado.
Cristian Gabriel Pérez.
Alondra Carrillo Rodríguez.
Juan Ancho Cázares Álvarez.
Natalie Destiny González.
Daniel Osvaldo Mendoza.
Yaresli López.
Alexis Monique Saldívar.
Evelyn Daniela García.
Everardo Efraín Guaracha Chávez.
Akam Sandu.
Alejandro Gómez.
Anthony Ayala.
Robert Díaz.
Andrés de la Torre.
Ashdeep Singh Tur.
Selene Jazmín Ramírez.
Brian Asensio.
Matthew Cano Sandoval.
Iván Eduardo Ugarte.
Brenda Romero Jiménez.
Adrián Alejandro Fernández.
María Guadalupe Casillas Tapia.
Ángel Leonardo Buenrostro.
Alejandra Vázquez de Alba.
Yaslin Íñiguez.
Tai Nicolás Perazo.
Brenda Valeria García.
Oscar Carmona Sánchez.
Larisa Iliana de León.
Analí Gómez.
Román Aguiñaga,
Miranda Cisneros Sánchez,
Andrés Vigil,
Olivia Alin Solache,
Manuel Adair Barragán Cárdenas,
Kimberly Enríquez Jiménez,
Saúl Gómez,
Evelyn Giselle Garibay,
Alejandra Muñoz,
Daniel Jacinto Navarro,
Caitlin Teng,
Josué David Herrera,
Luis Arnulfo Beltrán Tizoc,
Francisco Javier León,
Lagbir Singh Bomra,
Alan Gutiérrez,
Eduardo Cuevas Castro,
Kevin Jesús Barragán,
Armando José Esquivel,
Melissa Guadalupe Cortés,
Cristian Avendano Carranza,
Claudia Alejandrina Aguilar,
Leonardo Zamora,
Skylar Brooke Johnson,
Dayanara Castillo,
Summer Love Hernandez,
Visaka Fioni Kambangan,
Giselle Eliana Méndez,
Nalia Kavsandu,
Chris Barajas,
Adriana Daniela Márquez,
Cassandra González Torres,
Gamaliel Moisés Juárez,
Montserrat Cárdenas,
Gustavo Cacique,
Genesis Marie Méndez,
Arturo Muñoz Jr.,
Luis Ángel Pacheco,
Edgar Carlos Barragán Cervantes,
Gabriel Xavier Ayala,
David Ayala Cortés,
Andrés Juárez Gudino,
Ángel Daniel Torres Rodríguez,
Josué Valle,
Ariana Rodríguez,
Andrea Díaz,
Janessa Christine Medeiros,
Timothy Romero,
Anthony Paul Miller Martínez,
Mark Rodriguez,
Daniel José Castillo,
Alexander Yair Domínguez,
Eileen Estrella Mejía,
Alejandra Pizarro Campos,
Alexandra Jazmín Mendoza,
Leslie Jacqueline García,
Alejandra Sánchez Leguet,
Leticia Demetria Muñoz,
Kobe Clayson Senesum,
Gabriela Ramirez,
Sean Samra,
Abby Balancho,
Kyle García,
David Lewis,
Ángela Rubí Cuevas Bernal,
Oscar Ignacio Ochoa Mendoza,
Leonardo Valencia Gómez,
Jesús Emanuel Resendiz,
Micaele Devina Brambila,
Brianna Marie Mendoza,
Daniela Alejandra Orozco,
Priscila Carranza,
Jacqueline Ramírez,
Jordan Jakaya Loggins,
Savannah Haas,
Dalit Cervantes,
Nadia Ruiz,
Trey Corey Anderson,
Amy Moreno,
Jace Lee Giesbrecht,
Christian Ethan Ramírez,
Wilfrido Domingo Iniguez Jr.,
Aiza Janea Pérez,
Iván Jesús Nava Corona,
Nagma Mosley,
Alexa Sandoval Valencia,
Mia Keilani Brewer,
Salvador Calderón Medina,
Liam Erwer Messina,
Emily Guerrero Ángulo,
Hilda Yamile Plancarte Salinas,
María Fernanda Picasso Martínez,
Josué Yepes Salcido,
Génesis Lourdes Rivera González,
Julián Rodríguez,
Mónica Giselle Rivera González,
Kenia Dexirer Vázquez Ojeda,
Carol Anaí Álvarez,
Olivia Plasencia,
Lupita Guadalupe Jovel Villatoro,
Samantha Rayón,
Victoria Selena McDaniel,
Alia Nichols,
Shania Cherie Lerma,
Ashley Perez,
Mia Yvette López,
Andrea Gamboa Gallegos,
Matthew Hernández,
Emma Teresa Rodríguez,
Guadalupe Martínez,
Xiomara Hernández Rubio,
Juana Camila Rodríguez,
Victoria Luna,
Yunes Mohamed Nasser,
Damián Rangel,
Vladimir Tello Aguilera,
Mayra Alejandra Natali Arroyo,
Yareli García Mendoza,
Abigail Galín Dick,
Caitlin García,
Génesis Isel Cortés,
Aileen Montserrat Rodríguez,
Diana Salcido,
Erika Patricio,
Leslie Martínez,
Esmeralda Rodríguez,
Amalia Torres Alvarado,
Austin Thomas Melman,
Oscar Alfonso Penunuri,
Camden Kai,
Mando Elaya Guajardo,
Matthew James Cowgill,
Jeremy Álvarez,
Jonathan David Torres.
Yomari Ocasiones,
Hailey Tina Velázquez.
Israel Villarreal,
Lisbeth Peral Hernández.
Van D. Core Jr.,
Oscar García.
Riley Fitzpatrick,
Nacia Sunilda Flores.
Carlos Gutiérrez,
Vicente López Rojas.
Adán Mercado Hernández,
Iván Moreno Sánchez.
Alberto Sarabia,
Fabián García.
Kamjot Singh,
Eric Giovanni Contreras Aguilar.
Emanuel Villalón Aguayo,
Martín José Reyes.
Joshua Gómez Martínez,
Owen Roger Phillips.
Evelyn Janet Guizar Cuevas,
Ricardo Ángel Pérez.
Nayeli Annalie Cruz,
Connor Quinn Ayerly.
Noemi Sara de la Hoya,
José Eduardo Reyes Barragán.
Justin Michael Alvarez,
Brandon Nathaniel Hernández.
Maritza López Fuentes,
Jazmín Mitchell.
Yara Jasmine Mendoza,
Saviana Ledesma.
Amy Juliet Joaquín Cortés,
Alina Solís.
Ángel Magaña,
Kiara Anaya Haynes.
David Conchas López,
Zori Myra Marie Kearney.
Carlos Alfredo Ochoa Marín,
Joel Ramírez.
Abel Salcido Yepes,
José Armando Zamora Galvez.
Osmar Vargas,
Joseph Michael King.
José Cázares,
Alex Manuel Tovar.
José Luis Carranza Jr.,
Eric Pozos Valenzuela.
Enrique Mesa Ortiz,
June Mitchell Armstead.
Amari O'Brien Tur,
Alejandro Jr. Franco Mendoza.
Jason Gerardo Casillas,
Ryan Esterman.
Diego Cortés de la Hoya,
Jadens Lawrence Rafati Edgewall.
Miguel Espinosa Jr.,
Jerry Porras Jr.
David Antonio Tapia,
Jonathan Cruz Macías.
Adriana Torres,
Elisa Mercedes Sánchez García.
Xochitl Mateos Revuelta,
Giselle Yaresli Sánchez Espinosa.
Christopher Daniel Pérez,
Yesenia Maylene Vázquez.
Brian Rodríguez,
Olivia Dayanara Campos.
Jonathan Loya,
Allison Marie Stallard.
Lucas J. Adam Calvo,
Josué Humberto Ruiz.
Jesús Santiago Hernández Celedón,
David García Dávalos.
Isaac García,
Isaac Yepes Velázquez.
Eri Ángel Beltrán Sánchez,
Triv Anthony Macrin Tinkane.
Mia Yamilet Mendoza Verduzco,
Nahim Trejo Morales.
Ariana Lee Butler,
Gloria Ávila.
Cage Michael Mastropiero,
Lisette Guadalupe Madrigal.
Victoria Anita Martínez Lloyd,
Elizabeth María Curiel Velarde.
Soria Corona,
Marco Antonio Ceja Molina.
Hugo César Zavala,
James William Chavan.
Alexis Quintero,
Charlie Anaya Magaña.
Yolette Yepes Bravo,
Dayanara Rocha.
José Luis Mendoza,
Diego Valencia.
Alejandro Medina Serrano,
Manuel Damián Martínez.
Daniel Alejandro García Morales,
Andrew Ivan Martínez Marquez.
Anthony Geraldo Reyes Álvarez,
Carlos Osvaldo Rocha.
Gerardo Díaz Jr.,
Jesús Medina Jiménez.
Anne Marie Naomi Hernández,
Eric Barraza.
Jimena Rubio,
Héctor Luis Valenzuela.
Oscar Villagrana González,
Daniel Gamiño Gontiz.
Alexis Zaragoza Gómez,
Julian Oragel.
Eduardo Cázares Pérez,
Joseph Catarino Ríos.
Manuel Tapia Chávez,
Aimé Cabrera.
Alec Gabriel Alcalá,
Simran Kar Bajwa.
Natalie Monroy,
Jasmine Kar Bajwa.
Susana Martínez,
Eddie Rodríguez Pérez.
Genevieve Suzette Araujo,
Rebecca Nicole Plummer.
Christopher Jonathan García Gutiérrez.
Hezekiah Vincent Martinez.
Liliana Contreras.
Delino Agustin Germanon.
Mariah Barajas.
Gerardo Alfaro.
Judith Dayanara Torres.
Daniel Wallace Hosack.
Lisette Alicia Estrella.
Jacob Armando Centeno.
Janessa Godínez.
Yareli Noemí Marquez.
Mia Marie Orozco.
Gabriela Guadalupe Mesa Montes.
Ali Catherine Peterman.
Leslie Rivas.
Dania Ayala.
Laura Jazmín Farias Hernández.
Oscar Daniel Mercado.
Jazmín Martínez.
Jair Trujillo.
Angel Eduardo González. Edgar Guadalupe Vieira. Salvador Vera García. Jordan Bryant Alvarado. Jaylene Sofia Leones. Jasraj Singh Baines.
Will the class of 2023 please rise? At this time, graduates, please move your tassels to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the Central Valley High School graduating class of 2023. One quick note, this concludes our graduation ceremony. We're asking graduates to stay on the field and for families to come to them and find your graduate. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. That was never friendly, yeah. Now I'm jumping out of Bentley, yeah. And I know I sound dramatic, yeah. But I know I had to have it, yeah. For the money, I'm a savage, yeah. I be itching like I had it, yeah. I'm surrounded 20 bags, yeah. But they didn't know me last year, yeah. Everyone wanna act like they important, but all that mean nothing when I saw my door, yeah. Everyone counting on me, drop the ball, yeah. Everything custom like I'm at the bottom, yeah, yeah. If you winning, would you light us to the sky? How could I make man? I got millions on my mind. Coming with it, I just put it to the side. Bought a sense of baby, they could see it in my eyes. My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I wouldn't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
I was patient, yeah. Oh, I was patient. Now I can scream that we made it. Now everywhere I go, they say congratulations. Young graduation. I pick up the rock and I ball, baby. I'm looking for someone to call, baby. But right now I got a situation. Never old Ben Franklin. Big rings, champagne. My life is like a ball game. But instead I'm in a trap though. Pot so big, call it Super Bowl. Super Bowl, caught up. Get in the rolls. Top flow lifestyle. Huncho and Post. Malone. I got a play on my phone. You know what I'm on. Huncho Houdini is gone.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I wouldn't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
My friends are in the bathroom, getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she's waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying hard to take it back. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight.